Hello and welcome to Before Exams. Here we help you to prepare for your competitive examinations. Subscribe to our channel so that whenever we post the content about your exam, you get the notification about it.
Hello and welcome to this lecture of IELTS Speaking. In this lecture, we'll be focusing on conversation fillers. We'll be learning what conversation fillers are, why these are used, how these conversation fillers can help us. So this will really help us to boost our speaking skills, and it will help us to get the maximum bands out of our speaking. Let's just learn, or let's just understand that what we'll be learning in this section first. First thing that we'll be learning is why to use conversation fillers. First, we'll be learning what conversation fillers are and why to use those. Then we'll be going through some examples of conversation fillers. Now what happens is, many a times when you speak, you are blank what you have to speak. You don't know that what you will be speaking next. So what we do is, that time we use some sounds like this is something which can be replaced with conversation fillers. These conversation fillers are either words or phrases which helps us to make our speaking better. What conversation fillers are? During a conversation, silence can be very, very embarrassing. Now, in order to keep the conversation going, it is recommended to use conversation fillers. Do not use the sounds like or use the conversation fillers. These conversation fillers are words, as I just told, phrases, and this helps you to think. It gives you thinking time when you don't know what will you speak next. It also helps you to get time whenever you don't understand the question. It helps you to get time to understand the question and then to structure your answer. Although it does not give you a lot of time, it gives you around 1 to 2 seconds to structure your answer. So let's just understand why to use conversation fillers. Conversation fillers helps the candidate to fill time when he or she is unsure of what to talk. As I just said, that whenever you are unsure, that you don't know what to talk, what is the next sentence that you will be speaking, you can always use these conversation fillers. Next, conversation fillers helps you to sound like a native speaker. Why? Because if let's take an example. Suppose there are two people who are talking. Now when the one person is talking, he or she is using the words like or the other person is not using those words, but he or she is using some fillers like but, actually, these words the person is using. So it seems that that person is a native speaker, and it gives a lot of confidence. Also, it gives a very good impression to the listener who is listening to that speaker. It seems like that the person is well versed in English language and he or she is like a native speaker. This helps you to get the maximum bands out of your speaking. So this is a very, very important topic. Always use conversation fillers and go ahead and just collect conversation fillers in your kitty. It is very good to have as much conversation fillers in your kitty as possible. As we already discussed, the sounds like or are very irritating for the listener. So rather than using these sounds, we can use some words which could really prove very fruitful in our speaking. Let's just learn about these. Let's just learn this with. Now, some conversation fillers are, let's learn about some conversation fillers that can be used. One is, oh, that's a pretty good question. Other could be, well, let me think about it. I believe that, to be honest, and then you can use your sentence, whatever you want to speak. Let's understand this with the help of example, with the help of question. We'll be using these conversation fillers with in a question. So the question is, who do you think is a good citizen of the country? Now we can use these conversation fillers with the answer. Let's just go ahead and use it. So let's repeat the question. Who do you think is a good citizen of the country? Oh, that's a pretty good question. I think a good citizen of a country is the one who follows all the rules. He or she is loyal towards the nation and is not indulged in any corrupt activities. So, see, what you did was you used the conversation fillers. It gave you the time to structure your answers. And also, when you use this, oh, that's a pretty good question, with some voice modulation, it created an impact on your answer. So not only conversation fillers helps you to fill your gaps, but it always gives a very good impression on the listener. These all examples can be used with the same question. Who do you think is a good citizen of the country? Well, let me think about it. I think a good citizen of a country is, then you can give your answer. I believe that a good citizen is the one, then you can go ahead and you can give your answer. To be honest, a good citizen of a country is a person, and then proceed with your answer. So conversation fillers are some phrases or words which can be used with most of the questions. These are some commonly used conversation fillers. Although these are not all the fillers that you should use, as I said, that you should always go ahead, find the conversation fillers, make a kitty of it, and try to write as many fillers as you can and try to practice those fillers. So on the day of the exam, you will be well versed with it, and this can really help you to boost your score. So this will be all about conversation fillers. I hope you really enjoyed this. You got the knowledge that how you can fill up your gaps and how you can structure your speaking by using these conversation fillers. So that will be it in this lecture. I'll see you in the next one. Thanks a lot. Have a great day to you. Bye bye.